We're standing in Madeline Square, which is the heart of downtown Abbeville. And what is surrounding us is the massive, beautiful St. Mary Magdalene Catholic Church. We have the gorgeous Bank of Abbeville, and we have the Cultural Center behind us. We also have a reception hall, Magdalene Place, and we have shops surrounding the square, which is the center of town. We have a new little coffee shop that just opened in Abbeville, Cajun Tales, and a gift shop to the south of us, Sisters, and we have a seasonal store, the Christmas store. Awesome. Everybody comes in from out of town to do their Christmas shopping there. We have another new business called the Gift Boutique that located downtown. And every downtown has to have a boys and girls store. So Phil's Children's Wear is located downtown. And a beauty salon, Glam It Up, Boutique and Salon is also downtown. The depot is really neat because the tourists that come to Abbeville usually stop there because it's attractive and different, and they have a lot of Louisiana products, and they can pick up little Louisiana items.
We're standing here in an 1894 era freight depot, which was located about 3 blocks from this area. And around 2000, my parents had the opportunity to purchase it. From there, we moved it over here. And then with me and a good friend of ours, Maurice Primo, we renovated it and decided to make a gift shop out of it. So we wanted to bring a lot of the local products in to sell that, a lot of gift items, from everyday gift items, plus also your tourist items that tourists can come in and take home with them a little bit of something, from Abbeville or Louisiana itself. We try to have a variety of everything from your everyday gift item that anybody can come in for graduation, birthdays, stuff like that. But also we try to carry a lot of the souvenirs, a lot of Louisiana products, a lot of stuff that's made, food items that are made in Louisiana or the surrounding area. So we don't try to just sell to, your gift items to local people. We try to make a good variety of things that anybody could buy,
I'm here for a visit for my parents, also for my girlfriend. So I'm actually here for good reason.
What is it about Abbeville that's so interesting to you?
This is like this is so small, and it's like everyone knows everyone. It's so funny because those people are always cheered up and with a smile. So that's what I like at people.
And you kind of share some culture here with Abbeville and their French heritage, and you being from Belgium. Tell us about that.
I know that here the culture is like Cajun, so I'm like from Belgium, so I already speak French, but I see that the Cajun French is funnier than my French, and the people here makes me so funny.
Downtown Abbeville is very beautiful. In fact, a lot of visitors come for its European charm. It was laid out by a French priest, which I think a lot of people want to come and connect with their French-speaking cousins. And so they kind of feel at home here. So we like to keep downtown just as it was when Abbeville was founded in the late 1800s.
What does the parish do to support this historical Main Street?
Oh, well, the parish in general tries to keep its authentic Cajun charm. That's through our music, our food, as well as our attractions. They all offer something very unique to their particular area. In fact, we have 9 museums and galleries, and they all feature something that's very unique to their town, but also rotating art exhibits, but all of it complements each other. So if you visit Abbeville and then you go out to all the other surrounding towns in our parish, you feel like you're at home, and we just all support one another.
Tell us what our visitors can experience here.
We are a family, casual atmosphere. They can experience fun, good food, good environment, fun environment. Our staff is really family-oriented and friendly, and just a good time at Shucks.
We're going to see a few food items here today. Can you tell us about those?
We are kind of known as a seafood oyster house, but we do serve everything from grilled chickens to hamburgers to steak, high quality steak, but being known as an oyster house, today I'm going to show you, of course, raw oysters, which we're probably the highest volume oyster mover of Acadiana area. And then we're also going to show you some charbroiled oysters. And then a little on the flip side, we'll show you some what we call the shuck stacker, which gives you the catfish, some crab meat, and some shrimp. That's what we're going to see today.
What is special to you about being a part of Abbeville and all it has to offer?
Abbeville is my hometown, born and raised here. Have no plans on leaving. It's just a really quaint, small town where people like, it's a good place to raise a family, and good school systems, and just nice people and great food, you know.
And we are here showcasing the historical Main Street area. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what you hear visitors saying about how great that is?
Well, our downtown area is historical, and we've had a great group of people that keep it going right and have it looking real good. But Abbeville's just a little historic town. A lot of things have come from our area, and you know, we have a lot of nice little campgrounds around here supporting that area, and so, you know, we want to see the tourist people that come in and share what we have to offer over here in Abbeville.
So if people want to experience your wonderful cuisine, how far are you from that area?
About 2 minutes.
Tell us about the Christmas ornaments and what they represent.
Well, the Main Street program has a promotion committee that we have done many projects over the 20 years that Main Street has existed in Abbeville. And what we decided to do to help other retailers and to promote our history is we have developed Christmas ornaments. And each ornament each year highlights one of our historic buildings. We have 12 of them. This year will be our 13th. And so we do a little history on the building, we choose a different color, and we have a graphic. And those have been really well received. And then they can take those ornaments and they display them every year for Christmas, or they give them as gifts, especially the Catholic Church. People who get married, they will buy the ornament as a Christmas gift or a wedding gift. So it's really been a plus for the retailers and for the Main Street program.
So you started with the bridge. Tell us why you started with that particular landmark.
Well, the Vermilion Bayou Bridge, in my opinion, is like crossing into Cinderella land. Because once you cross the bridge, you see the beautiful square in front of you, and you travel through downtown Abbeville, our gorgeous courthouse, our city hall, the beautiful oak trees that we're standing near. So it was our first ornament first graphic that we chose to do, and we just think the bridge is very important to downtown Abbeville.
Well, the Caldwell House was built in 1906 and 7, so it's been a stately part of Abbeville for that long. It was in the Caldwell family for 65 years, and that family was a prominent family of business owners and business builders, the Bank of Erath, the Caldwell Brick Manufacturing Company, so really very much at the heart of the growth of this part of Louisiana. My husband was born and raised here in Abbeville, and we had the good fortune to purchase the Caldwell House about 10 years ago from its previous owner, Becky Stokes, who did a beautiful renovation and prepared it for being a bed and breakfast.
Tell us about the accommodations here. What do you have to offer?
Well, we have 6 wonderful rooms that have private ensuite baths, and the rooms are of amazing size, so the comfort that's able to give to a couple or a family, both in sleeping quarters but also in some lounging areas, places to take their breakfast, etc., is wonderful. And then we have 9-foot wraparound porches outside where guests love to take their morning coffee or a glass of wine in the afternoon.
And I see that you won an award. Tell us about the award that you won.
Yeah, we were fortunate to be judged among the best of Louisiana inns, and that was last year, so we feel very privileged to have been showcased in that feature.
You are located blocks from the historical Main Street area. Tell us why this is a good location for you.
Well, of course, people love to come to Abbeville for the great food with all of our wonderful restaurants, and also for the history of Madeline Square and that beautiful courthouse. So to be literally 2 blocks from walking to anything in Abbeville, the museums and other features, is really part of the reason why people stay here at the Caldwell House.
We're standing in the Sam Corino Blacksmith Shop Museum. Well, there are 3 stories to be told about where we are right now. The first one being that the blacksmith shop is like, the building itself is circa 1900. It's listed in the National Register of Historic Places. And the second story to be told is the blacksmith craft is one of the earliest known to man. And it really utilizes all four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. And so that's an unusual combination to create some of the things that they did back in the early days. Mr. Sam Corino was a Sicilian immigrant, and at the time that he came to America, people in Sicily were very poor, and he apprenticed with a blacksmith for maybe 2 cents a week so that he could help support his family. So coming to America to him was the land of opportunity, and he came at a time where he fulfilled that dream. He met his wife here, he had children here, and he prospered. He was very well respected and did very well in Abbeville.
So this project is important to the city. Tell us why.
Well, because it tells so many stories. It talks about people who work very hard and become successful. It talks about the Sicilians that are located here in Abbeville. There were 300,000 Sicilians that immigrated to Louisiana, and we have a large population of Sicilians, and they really helped shape Abbeville into what it is today. We were very fortunate to have 2 blacksmiths who helped us put the machinery in working order and cleaned it up, and it still works today. This is open by arrangement, tour arrangements through the Main Street office. But yes, we love having tours, and we've had groups as many as 55 people. We've just recently added an addition to the blacksmith shop experience. The building right next door houses some Sicilian exhibits and some other blacksmith exhibits. This shop was probably one of the only shops in the state of Louisiana that was a blacksmith shop operating in a downtown. And through the years, the people who have come to see this are just very impressed, whether it's the Women's Social Club or whether it's blacksmiths from any other state in the country. They all enjoy coming here.
Okay, tell us about the food products that you have to offer here in Vermilion Parish.
Well, made right down in the heart of Abbeville is Steen syrup. They've been doing it for over 100 years. So if you are in downtown Abbeville, you'll see the gigantic Steen syrup cans. You know, at any given time, you can pass and see those cans, not just when they're making the syrup. But we also are home to Cajun Power sauce. It's a garlic sauce, but they also make different seasonings, also a lot of Cajun products, so you can get that authentic Cajun feel right in your own kitchen, even if you don't know how to start with a roux. Shucks also started bottling and manufacturing their own sauce, but I mean, we are just a wealth of different products that are actually made here. In Gaydon, you can get popcorn rice. It doesn't taste like popcorn, but it's very aromatic. Whenever you're cooking it, it smells just like popcorn. And we have several meat markets that make boudin, so if you want, the Cajun breakfast of champions, you can get a link of boudin, put that on some Evangeline-made bread, cover it with steamed syrup, and there you go, you have a sandwich. So, and a lot of people feel that outside the area think that Cajun means hot. It just means, a lot of flavor, a little bit of spice, but very, very good.
There are 4 partnerships that collaborate for this museum. The Acadiana Center, the Confrérie de Abbeville, they put on the Giant Omelette celebration in November, the Vermilion Historical Society, and the Vermilion Arts Council.
And what exhibits do you have here currently?
Well, we have the art exhibit that revolves about every 6 to 8 weeks. Right now we have the Swamp Spirits, which is a very unique art exhibit because there are 10 artists locally that are given a photograph, and then they paint their interpretation of that photograph. And that exhibit travels through Vermilion Parish. It happens to be at the Cultural Center right now. And we also have Jeannie Como, her art students are showing their artwork also. And in the back of the building, we have the Acadiana Center. Abbeville is very similar to some towns in Canada. So if visitors come here, they can look at the pictures from Canada and they will see shrimp boats like we have in Delcombe. They'll see some of the women dressed up in costumes like we had here way back in the day. So there are a lot of similarities with Vermilion and Canada.
And then outside of the downtown area, we have, the Richard Sailborn, which is a concert venue which was created out of a livestock barn. Very unique experience. And then just venturing further out, we have the Vivian Alexander Gallery, which creates one-of-a-kind purses out of ostrich eggs. We also have the White Lake area birding trail, which is one of our newest attractions, and we have whooping cranes, one of the few places in the United States that has whooping cranes. And we just have, like I said, several museums and galleries scattered throughout the parish.
What about accommodations and campgrounds? Where can people stay if they want to come here for a visit, couple of days?
Okay. Well, Abbeville has most of the hotels here, and although we have a chain hotel, the Best Western, all of our other hotels are very similar to a Days Inn, a Holiday Inn, very economical rates, clean, very nice, friendly hotels. But we also have several campgrounds. So if you want to get out and be one with nature, we have the Abbeville RV Park, which is right outside of the downtown. So you can feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere, but in 2 minutes be in some great restaurants and attractions. And we have Betty's RV Park, which is another unique RV park. Betty likes to show visitors around Vermilion Parish as well as Acadiana. So if you want adventure, Betty's the place to go. But we also have the Crown Jewel, which is Palmetto Island State Park. 95 campsites, 6 cabins, boat launch, nature center, trails. So there's plenty of places to stay. And then we have bed and breakfast inns. Most of them are in historic historic buildings here. So whether you're looking for a hotel, campground, or bed and breakfast, we have it all.
If people want more information about how they can visit Vermilion Parish or the Main Street here, where can they get that?
Oh, well, they can visit the official tourism website of Vermilion Parish. It's mostcajun.com, and on there they can find information on accommodations, attractions, shopping, restaurants, of course, all of our festivals, and just other different things to see and do in the parish.
All right, tell us about some of the other festivals that go on here in Vermilion Parish.
Well, it's been said if we can grow it, catch it, we'll celebrate it with the festival. We have many festivals held throughout the parish. Well, just in downtown Abbeville, we have the Giant Omelet, where we cook a 5,000 egg omelet in downtown Abbeville. But we also have the Louisiana Cow Festival, which highlights the cattle industry, and that's held in October, again in downtown Abbeville. We have the Daylily Festival, which I believe y'all talked about. But we also have the Shrimp Festival in Delcombe and the Duck Festival in Gaydon. Both of those are in August. We also have the 4th of July celebration in Erath to celebrate our nation's independence. And then, of course, we have the Food Fest in Kaplan. So, if you're looking for a great time, plenty of great music, lots of fun, dancing, you can find all of that on our website, mostcajun.com.
I'll tell you, our staff are all born and raised here in South Louisiana, most of them from Abbeville, and so the experience that our guests have is like coming to a family friend's home. We certainly try to give that experience every moment, whether it's for a stay in our bed and breakfast or for the many special events that we host here as well.
Abbeville is a great place to visit. We have great campgrounds surrounding us. We have a great national park right south of us. A lot of historical things, some great products coming out of Abbeville, some great seafood, some great home cooking. Shucks you're always welcome at Shucks. It's a great environment. It's very casual, very family oriented, and good food and good times.
And so you're originally from here. Do you value this place and what it has to offer over the years?
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe long ago I thought it was a little too quiet, but now, no, it's great. Abbeville's a great town, has a lot of historic value, and people are very, very good, kind, and we welcome everybody.
I really think Abbeville is one of the friendliest places in this area, in the Acadiana area. We are the most Cajun place on earth, so if you want to come here and get a good meal, get nice entertainment, and just see a beautiful place, this is where you need to be.